So we're back on the property. As you can see, we have a trailer full of panels of fencing that cost a whole bunch of pretty pennies. These are pickets. It's a 6 foot tall, 8 foot wide fence. It's 150 feet what we're looking to put up, going down from one end of the property to the other. But we got
a fourth of the property. What this is.
Yeah, 1/4. This is only one side of the property that we're doing. It's the back side where you guys have seen a lot of that, where traffic keeps going back up and down through this property. We want to get the entire property completely encased in the fencing, but we're just starting with this one side right now. So
I think we'll go ahead and get into it.
Oh, did I say everything?
I think so. I mean, besides that, I mean, there's going to be some other things that we are going to be doing in the video that's different from what we've been doing. But people wanted to see the progress of other things that we're going to be doing on the property. So this is different things that we have done on the property since we have cleared most of it. So let's get into it.
So I came out yesterday on the property and I got some string line and some spray paint to make the lines on the ground, and I just wanted to see if I can get a straight line from one post to another post in this 150 foot. If you come down here, you can see where I put the line and sprayed it. It's right here. I gotta straighten this up again. It's came a little bit loose, but that's fine. Now what I want to do is, right now I'm going to take a 4x4, and on the spot where I need to mark for the pole to go in, I want to spray around that area because I want this line tight. And then what I want to do is get the 4x4 to where it's right up against that line. So whenever I dig the hole inside, or when I dig this 2 foot hole going down, that this line butts up against the 4x4, and that the line doesn't go over the center of the hole. So it needs to be the line right here, and I want to make sure I got that. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark these for the 8 foot on center, because that's what these panels are. And so I want to go ahead and mark that for 8 foot on center with the 4x4s, and then start digging. The poles are gonna go, and then after I mark them 8 foot on center for where the poles are gonna go, then you can help with the dig. Yeah, we got a post hole digger over here, so that should be fairly easy on the market where it's at the 2 feet. Put something on it so then you know when you go down it's at 2 feet.
All right.
Yeah, hopefully we don't run into too many roots, because that's the line, and if we run into some roots, I got a sawzall if we have to try to get through it, but I'm hoping that we don't have too many roots that we have to get through.
We'll find out.
Okay.
Find out.
We'll find out. We're gonna mess around and find out. It seems like at every 8 foot mark that there is like some vine or something like right there in that spot.
Of course. Are you doing it right at 8 foot or just under? Just a little under?
8 foot is in the middle of this.
Okay. 8 foot is in the middle of the 2x4.
So down here, so you can get a little bit of a better look at it. I don't know if you can see right here. There's the 8 foot right here. And the 8 foot is at the middle mark right here, but back over here on the back side, you see that the line is just barely touching the back of that post. So I want to make sure that all of them are at this 8.5 mark right here, and all of them are barely touching that, so that when the posts are dug and then the cement is put in, we can get those leveled and just barely touching up against the back end of that string right there. I'm gonna mark these the other way. Now I just thought about it. I want to go ahead and mark these going in the opposite direction. We've got this line coming straight down here, but on the center point, I want to mark it out in the opposite direction. The reason why I want to mark it out in the opposite direction, so that when this hole is dug, I know where that center line still is. So we're not going out as far as the line that I'm making, but I want to make sure that I can see all 4 lines. The one coming this way, one going back out this way, one going out this way, one coming back out that way. So I can see the center point of where that should be. Okay. The center of the pole. Start. Hold on.
I think you found a root.
Is there a root?
Yeah. I about got it.
Okay, because if it's thin enough, we can get the electric pruner.
Okay. Yeah, let me get that too.
Oh yeah, we have these electric pruners. We have the electric pruners, the physical pruners, and then we have the chainsaw and the sawzall. Okay. Here's this. And then
If it's too big for that, let us know.
Yeah, all right.
Dig. Midnight.
I see.
Off into
I did have a cat, black like that I named Midnight.
lounging
In the sun.
It must be cold wherever he came from.
Yep. He knows that black coat will suck up the heat.
leave that one right there. Because it's just past the point with the line, but I can see, I mean, it's just like a couple of inches just past the line that I made.
Yeah.
But butts up against this right here, which is a tarp that we put up for a temporary solution for privacy on this side. But it goes up to right there, and that's good. But we still actually have about maybe 2 to 3 feet of property on the other side of this tarp. Now let me introduce you the gentleman that's working down here who's helping us out in the property today. His name is Aaron. He had stopped by 2 days ago. We were out here working on the property, and he asked, it was a little bit later in the afternoon, but he had asked if there was anything that he could do to possibly help out for some extra cash. And at the time, I couldn't really think of anything for him to do at that point, but we were pulling up some of the roots in the yard. You guys have seen that. So I said, you know, if he can grab the electric pruners and pull up those, then he can do that. So he did that for about 2 hours, so about 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. And then I went ahead and paid him for, you know, his work that he had done here today. And he asked if there was anything else that he could do maybe on a different day. And so I told him that we'd have the fencing and everything here. We were going to get it on Wednesday, have it here on Thursday. So he did show back up around 10:45 a.m. and so he's now here helping. Interesting thing about him though is that initially I did tell him, I said that there wasn't anything right this moment, but if he comes back on Thursday, then we would have some work for him to do. So he had gone and left, but he'd gone down to a community center where there was an older lady who he had asked if he could help her. Well, I left out driving looking for him because he walked away. He didn't drive up, he had walked up. So he walks away. I go looking for him. I couldn't find him for about 5 minutes, and I'm like looking down every road and everything, and I finally found him next to the community center helping the old lady. And whenever I pulled up, the first thing that she's like, don't take my helper, don't take my helper. But she was really cool. I would like to go back down and visit with her because she has some ties in the community with the community center and things that she'd like to do here, specifically in this community that she was telling me about. So we probably going to go down and take a look and see what is going on with her. I know she's got some things that she wants to have moved off of her property, which is right next to the community center, over to the community center. There's some logs that she wants to put to kind of encase a part of the property so no one's walking on that part, so that the community center has a quote-unquote yard of grass. And so she can't lift that stuff. Her husband is in his 80s and he wasn't there at the time. He was off helping someone else build a small home, a small what would you call it, like a 1-bedroom, like efficiency kind of for someone's kid, their teenage kid who's building an efficiency for him. And so they're a little bit up older in age, and so we'll probably go down and see what we can do for them. But that's Aaron here, and he came here and he's working, doing a good job. These are drinks like waters, sodas, and then
Gatorade.
lemon lime Gatorade powder. But they're sitting ice packs. Well, what happened whenever we went to get this stuff here at the panels at the store, what we noticed was in the 6 foot by 8 foot panels, there was a lot of panels that had splits and cuts in them. Now, like I said, we paid a lot of pretty pennies for those things. I told the person there, I'm like, well, I don't want to necessarily get all of those at that price because all of them are split. Guy says, well, you know, the store, they'll replace them for free. Well, I'm like, well, we need to go check that out now. I don't want to leave. And then someone says that I did it, that it was in transport or maybe on the property where it happened. So they wound up letting us get, 60 planks for free. These planks go for, I believe, $2.08 a piece, but we got 60 of them for free. So what I want to go ahead and do, I'm going to start with the concrete over here, mixing the concrete. But what I want to do is possibly either with those planks or with some 2x4s to put up something on either side of the board to hold it up once it's down inside that concrete to give it some time to cure. And the reason why I want to do that, it's good just to do that in general, but today happens to be windy. Today it seems like every day that we're here, that not every day that we're here, but the days where specifically when we don't need it to be windy, it seems to be windy. And then days where, you know, it's okay if it were windy, it seems to be very, very calm. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff started to mix. I've got some gravel over here. I got the gravel I put down inside, down at the bottom 2 foot hole. Then I'm gonna mix some gravel, or mix some concrete. What I wanna do is mix half a bag first, mix it in, and then pour in the other half and start mixing that. Get that consistency, that cake consistency that a lot of folks talk about when they're talking about the concrete consistency, and get that poured in the hole. Now what I might do here, because I've seen this done so many different ways, everybody's got their way of doing it, but what I might do is go ahead and mix this part, the half the bag, mix it so I can get it down there at the bottom where it's already mixed, and just pour the powder on top and give it a good soak. This is quickcrete concrete, so whenever you soak it, it's going to absorb, the water is going to fall down through the concrete, it's going to absorb, and it's going to turn into concrete, and it's also going to absorb the moisture from the ground. So it'll pull in the moisture and it'll turn into a solid piece of concrete. So I may go ahead and just mix up the one here and pour the powder in. Right now I don't have a mixing barrel for concrete, so what I'm using is this 5-gallon bucket and this mixer and this drill, which has a battery that we've got the charger out here. I know it's gonna die, but you know, I'm not in the profession of necessarily building fences. If I were, I would have all the appropriate equipment. This will suffice for this small project. Definitely seen it down in there where people were, I don't know what they were making, where it was like real runny. Pancakes, not cakes, pancakes.
Mud pie.
Now how much I have here, I'm looking at it, these holes are pretty narrow. Again, we're down in Florida, so these wide holes and 3 and 4 bags of concrete down inside of them. I think that's more for up north, but these are thin holes, and I think I have enough concrete probably to go ahead and do 2 holes at once with this concrete, then put the powder on top, the concrete mixture, and go ahead and water it down. Maybe, we'll see. Then get this situated here. These are pretty handy tools. This is a post leveler. I'm going to put this post leveler on here. The other ones look alright, but I think I'm going to need the things.
The post hole diggers?
Yeah. Oh.
too windy. Jesus. Put the tarp down and then it flies in the air. I keep trying to keep this tarp down, but this wind is so strong. Flip! There it goes. I think I can pin it down though. Hopefully.
It's up there.
Yeah, it's right there. There.
Where are you?
Is it where I was?
Oh, right there, right there.
I don't think so. Out
Yeah,
there.
it's good. It ain't right there the same.
Looks like wishbone.
Oh.
That's a big swing set.
Yeah.
It's supposed to rain today? I didn't think it was supposed to rain today.
At 3 o'clock, something like that, yo.
Oh, because I see it looks like there's a dark cloud right there.
raking on another board. Everything looks pretty straight. Till a gust of wind comes in.
Can you imagine all that work?
Stop it.
It's a fluorescent green worm. A little baby one. Put him over here. There, get on there. There you go. Well, that's going to be it for the day. Sun's starting to set. And got a good amount accomplished. Bit by bit, a little bit at a time. We're getting it done. So if you like our channel, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. See you next time. Bye.